I negotiate deals for a living, which can be stressful because I don't particularly enjoy it. I was motivated to become a better negotiator, and my friend recommended this book, Never Split the Difference: Negotiating as if your life depended on it. The title alone sold me. Part of the reason why I don't like negotiating is because I find negotiations to be disingenuous at their core. We're trained to follow the same formula where one person starts off by giving a lowball offer and the other person counters with a high offer. The unspoken understanding is that you'll split the difference and end up somewhere in the middle. I guess you could call this compromise, but to me it just seems inefficient. Why all the song and dance? Why can't we just be upfront about what we want? And what if I can't compromise? What if I truly need to get all of the things that I'm asking for? So when the author Chris Voss, who is a former FBI hostage negotiator, said to never split the difference, I was intrigued. I mean, he certainly has credibility. When you're negotiating over human lives, you can't split the difference. You can't get half of your hostages back. In his world, not getting everything that you want is not an option, but it should be true for our worlds as well. This book provides detailed and specific tactics on how to become a more effective negotiator. But the more valuable lesson that I got from this book was the belief that you can get everything that you want in life if you know how to ask for it correctly. You don't have to like negotiating to be good at it. But you do have to understand human behavior. We like to think that we're rational human beings, but we're all influenced by our emotions. So the most effective negotiating isn't about having the best, most rational argument. Obviously, you need to be prepared and you need to know your deal terms inside and out. But it's really about using your emotions, instincts, and insights to connect with your opponent so that you can influence their behavior. And if you do it right, you can even part on great terms. As Chris explains, being a great negotiator is basically about having emotional intelligence on steroids. It's being self-aware, talking less, listening more, having empathy, and being able to take a punch without getting angry or emotional. It may sound touchy-feely, but doing these things enables you to figure out what makes your opponent tick, and that is power. When people feel like they're being heard, they lower their guard, they become less defensive, and they become more receptive to listening to different points of view. And that gives you the opportunity to frame your questions in a way that you get everything that you want. Which brings us back to the title of this book, Never Split the Difference. All the tools that Chris teaches in this book are built on the foundational principle that you should never start a conversation assuming that you're going to need to compromise on the things that are important to you. And this applies to every aspect of your life. After all, life is a never-ending series of negotiations, from your salary at work to your child's bedtime. My favorite sentence in this entire book is the author's advice to claim the prerogative to ask for what you think is right. So identify what it is you want, and then have the courage to ask for it in a manner that is self-aware.